everybody. This is Diana from So Very Crafty, and we are here today to make this terrific little fabric gift card holder. That's right, it's a gift card holder. You know, you want to give gift cards for holidays, birthdays, sometimes for teacher gifts, all kinds of different things, and you want to make them special. So the best way to do that is to get some fabric that is special for the occasion. I've used some Christmas fabric here today for my project, but gift cards aren't as special as maybe some other kind of gift, but you can make them special by creating one of these fabric gift card holders. And they can be made in no time at all. I'm talking literally 10 minutes or less, depending on how quick of a seamstress you are. This is a beginner sewing project that anyone can make who has basic sewing skills. All you need is a couple of pieces of fabric, a little bit of interfacing, and a Kam Snap, and you are ready to go. So I hope you will give this project a try. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring those bells for notifications so that you will get notified of future So Very Crafty videos. And I hope that you will give this particular project a try, because it's a fun one and it's simple and it takes just minutes to make. So let's get started. So what are we going to need for this project? We are going to need a couple of things. We are going to need an outer piece, a lining piece, and an interfacing piece that all measure 4.5 inches wide and 6.5 inches tall. All three of the pieces are the same size. Now, you are also going to need what's called a Kam Snap. And basically what a Kam Snap is, it's a little plastic snap. You could use a regular sew-on snap, you could use a magnetic snap if you want, but these little plastic Kam Snaps really are the perfect thing for this, and they're super easy to install, and I will show you exactly how to do it in this video. The Kam Snap, when you buy the kit, comes with a Kam Snap setter that looks like this, looks like a big pair of pliers. And it also comes with an awl, which is sort of a pointy thing. And that's all you really need to set these Kam Snaps in our final project. So the first thing that we're going to do, which we do on the vast majority of So Very Crafty projects, is we are going to take our interfacing piece, and in this instance I have used Pellon SF 101, which is a woven interfacing that's sort of a medium weight to lightweight interfacing, and I am going to fuse it to my outer fabric piece. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm just going to place the rough side, because there's a smooth side and a rough side. The rough side actually has glue on it. I'm going to place the rough side on the wrong side of my fabric piece. And I'm going to flip it over, and with a hot iron I am going to iron my fabric until that glue melts and fuses into the fabric. So I'm just going to head over to the iron right now, and I'm going to take care of that. So I fused my interfacing onto my outer fabric piece, and now I'm going to take my lining piece and my outer fabric piece, and I'm going to place them together. It doesn't matter if they're right sides or wrong sides together. And I'm going to fold them in half lengthwise. Then I'm just going to take my scissors, and I'm using Kai scissors here because they are just really great scissors. I'll put the link in the discussion section on where you can get these. And I'm just going to round these corners off just like that. And that's all you have to do, is just round them like that. By folding this in half, you know that all of your corners are exactly rounded the same. Now that we have two pieces exactly the same, we're going to place them right sides together. And I'm using Kona cotton here because I love working with Kona cotton. And the right side and the wrong side are basically the same. And I am going to head over to my sewing machine, and I am simply going to stitch all the way around these two pieces using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. But I'm going to leave a little opening here on the side because I'm going to want to turn this right sides out when I'm done, because right now it would be wrong sides out the way it is. So let's head over to the sewing machine now and let's just stitch a 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way around these corners, leaving a little bit of an opening here so that we can turn our project right sides out. Here we are at the sewing machine, and I'm just going to start my stitching toward the bottom of my project here. That way I can go all the way around and stop towards the top of my project and leave this opening just where I want it to be. Now I'm going to start, and then I'm going to back stitch just a little bit so that I can turn this without tearing any of the stitches in my project. Now you can see that I've stitched all the way around my project here. So let's go over to the workstation and move on to our next step. Here we are at the workstation, and I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut these corners off, making sure not to cut through the stitching here so that I have some nice pointy corners here at the bottom. Just like that. Now I'm going to make a couple of notches just on these curves. And what I mean by notches is I'm just going to cut some triangles out from these corners here. Again, without cutting through the stitching, and that will give me some nice flat corners. And I'm just going to do a few because these are very small corners here. Remember, whenever you're doing curves and corners, you are going to want to notch the corners like this. But if you are doing a curve that's inside, you would want to clip that instead. But we're doing the corner here, so we're going to just make a few notches. Now we're going to take our project and we are going to turn this right sides out. Now we have our outer piece and our lining piece, just like that, and we have an opening on the side. I'm just going to run over to the iron real quick, and I'm going to press this so that our seam allowance is pressed nicely inside, so that when we stitch our next part of our project, it will be nice and tight, just the way we want it. Okay, now I have pressed my project, and now I want to turn my project up by 2 inches. So I'm just going to take my ruler here and I'm going to measure up 2 inches so that it is 2 inches across, just like that. And I'm going to put some wonder clips here. Now you will notice that we still have this opening along the edge, but that's okay because we are going to head back over to the sewing machine and we are going to stitch all the way from the bottom all the way around and around this side using about an 1/8 inch seam allowance, and that's going to close up that opening and it's going to create our pocket for our gift card. So let's head back over to the sewing machine and take care of that. Okay, here we are back at the sewing machine, and I have my little gift card holder, and I'm going to start here at the bottom using about an 1/8 inch seam allowance. And I'm just going to stitch all the way from the bottom all the way around to the other side. And I'm going to back stitch just a little bit here at the beginning and at the end. And there's my little gift card holder. As you can see, we're almost done. So here we are back at the workstation, and we are just about finished with our little gift card holder. All we need to do now is add our Kam Snap. And that is a super simple process. The first thing that you need to know about Kam Snaps is there are going to be two pointy parts that look like a tack. And then you have two additional parts, one that is a male part and one which is a female part. And it doesn't matter which one you put on first. So what I like to do is I'm going to fold this in half so that I can find the center of my project. And I'm just going to do a finger press here so that we can find the center pretty easily. And there's the center of my project. I'm using these green Kam Snaps to make it more visible for you on the video, but you could use any color you want. They come in a myriad of colors. The next thing I'm going to do is decide where I want my Kam Snap to go. Now, I think right about here is fine. So I'm going to take my awl that came with my kit and I'm going to poke a hole right there through that portion of the project so that I can then place one of my tack pieces in there. And you will see that that tack piece fits right snugly through there. Then I'm going to take the male portion of my project, or my Kam Snap, and I'm going to place it right on top of that pointy tack part. And this is where our Kam Snap setter or our little pliers come into play. We are going to put the black part of our pliers on the tack piece and the clear part on the male part, and we are just going to push really hard down. And what that's going to do is that is going to smush down the point of the tack so that it holds that Kam Snap in place. Now the next thing we're going to do is we want to add our other part of our Kam Snap. And the way we're going to do that is we are simply going to fold down our project As you can see, a card fits perfectly in there. So we can fold down our project and just see where the snap falls. Take our awl and poke a hole. This time we're going to take our pointy tack part and put it on the inside of our project through the hole that we just created. And it once again, it fits nice and snug. We are going to take the female portion of our Kam Snap and put it on top. We're going to reach in, the same process, press, and we're done. We fold this down, the Kam Snap snaps, and our little fabric gift card holder is now complete. That's all there is to it. You see how simple that is? You can make dozens of these in no time at all. This is literally a 10-minute project, 5 minutes if you're fast. I hope you enjoyed this little gift card holder project today. It is super simple, and get some Kam Snaps. I put them on so many things in So Very Crafty projects. I even have a video on how to install Kam Snaps on a variety of different projects. So I would encourage you to give this project a try, because Christmas is coming up pretty soon and birthdays are year-round. And what better thing to do than to make a nice fabric gift card holder for the person that you're giving your gift to this year. Because sometimes, you know, the gift of a gift card is all you have to give. So I would recommend giving this project a try. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and head over to www.soverycrafty.com and check out all my other sewing and crafting tutorials that aren't here on the website or on the YouTube channel, but are on the website only. I'm slow but sure trying to get them on the YouTube channel, but it takes a lot of time to do that. So head over to the website and check it out. Otherwise, I hope you will subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and ding those bells for notifications so that you will be advised of the next So Very Crafty video that comes out. And with that, I will say goodbye. I guess Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, Happy Holidays, whatever works for you for your gift card, and I will see you next time.